Hi, Sharks. I'm Ronnie Pritchett.
And I'm Nancy Pritchett, and we're from San Diego, California, and we're the married co-founders and co-owners of TripleLite.
We're seeking $400,000 for 10% equity in our company.
Wow.
Our patented technology actually improves the flex.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. It's just our luck. The lights would go out right when we're getting ready to make our big pitch to the Sharks.
No.
Well, it's a good thing you have a flashlight, Ron.
That's right. Ooh, that's not too bright, huh?
Ron, that's not a flashlight. Now this is a flashlight.
Wow.
You're right. That is a flashlight.
I'm always right, Ron. You know that.
Sharks, since the invention of the flashlight in 1899, the only significant improvement has just been the bulb inside.
The light may be brighter, but the spill of light is still the same.
Why would anyone want to use this ancient thing when they could use the TripleLite 180-degree flashlight?
Our TripleLite patented technology shines crisp white LED light in a wide 180-degree arc.
This is thanks to 3 perfectly positioned LED bulbs that shine an ultra-bright light 180 degrees wide and 160 feet in front of you. The TripleLite will actually light up an entire room, your backyard, or anywhere you need it most, instantly helping you feel safe and secure.
Now, thanks to the TripleLite, you'll never have to wave your flashlight back and forth ever again.
So Sharks,
who wants to join the TripleLite family and help us brighten up our world?
Good job, guys.
Hey, we are back with another Shark Tank Breakdown episode. I am your host, Dave, 10-year intellectual property attorney, dealing with everything from trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets, and yep, you guessed it, patents. Now, I'm not sure about you. First off, some housekeeping. Please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm as well as hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you a part of the IP community on everything intellectual property, the channel. And hey, look, I like it when you let me know at the beginning what I'm getting myself into. The fact that the woman, she came on and said, hey, our patented technology, I love when I hear that because it lets me know that we have something new, novel, or new and non-obvious from the beginning. I don't have to wait for a shark or an investor to say, hey, is this stuff patented or this and that? Tell me out the gates that, yes, we have a patent on our stuff. So I love the fact that they did that. And again, they better definitely have some sales because for $4 million, a valuation of $4 million, $400,000 for 10%. I know the Sharks are going to want to see some sales. Speaking of sales, these are the 3 things plus the bonus that I look for when I'm going through these pitches. Number 1, how simple is it? It's flashlight, pretty straightforward. It doesn't seem like it's complex. It seems like the patented aspect of it is the fact that you have these 3 LED bulbs, which, again, I didn't realize that the flashlight came out in 1899. I guess they had fires and stuff before then. But again, since the invention of the flashlight in 1899, I guess I've never seen a flashlight. You guys have to let me know if I stand corrected or kind of let me know if you guys have, where it's more than 1 bulb in the actual flashlight. Typically, you see, as they pointed out, you have 1 bulb that is, they're kind of screwing in the bulb, or it's a different bulb that they're trying to get to shine brighter or whatever the case may be. But I've never seen a flashlight that has multiple bulbs, at least a handheld one. Maybe it's some industrial size flashlight that's different, but a handheld one, I've never seen it with more than 1 bulb, which again, to their point, now as you're in the backyard or whatever the case may be, you're looking around, make sure you're scanning the area as opposed to just having this 1 flashlight with 3 bulbs. Now you're doing a whole 180 degrees in what I think he said 160 feet ahead of you. So again, they may have something there. Kind of getting back to the things that I look for. It seems like it's simple. Effectiveness, typically you'll see that in sales as well as reviews. I know we just did the last one on Bro Glow, and they 100,000 plus customers with 4.6 or better review rating out of 5. So again, the reviews is going to tell the story as well as the actual sales of it. I think with Bro Glow, they did 2023 a $3 million, $3+ million. I'm not sure what they did in 2024. But again, a lot of times the effectiveness of the product is going to be told by the sales as well as the actual reviews. And then the last thing in terms of those 3 is the market. We all are in line for flashlights. So again, it is something there. Now it'll be interesting to see the pricing of it compared to regular flashlight, which I'm assuming that the Sharks are going to act, because if you're saying this flashlight cost me 3 times as much, it seems like you're doing different and maybe it's more effective. But do I want to pay, as opposed to paying $10, do I want to pay $30 or $40 for a more effective flashlight? I'm not sure. I know a lot of times we just kind of let's kind of go with old reliable, and I'll do the hand waving if it's going to save me maybe $20 or $30. Then the last thing is the IP. Are you protecting their IP? I did look it up while they're doing their pitch. They do have trademarks on the TripleLite, which is great. And then as the woman talked about, their flashlight is patented. So now you're protecting the IP, whether it's trademarks, whether it's patents, they are protecting it. And I love to hear that as a patent attorney, because this stuff is valuable and you need to protect the asset or the IP. So again, kudos to them for protecting the IP. Let's get back off into it. Those are some of my initial thoughts. I would love to hear some of your thoughts in a comment section as we go on. Let me know to the extent that you have used one of these things. Does it work better than a particular flashlight, than an old traditional flashlight, or not? Or just kind of let me know your guys' comments as you're going off into it. It seems like they're in California, so shouts out to California. I know they've been kind of going through it lately with the fires or whatnot, but shout out to them. We're all praying for you guys, and let's get back to it. Let's go.
I got to tell you, that was good theater. Guys, tell us about you and how you guys met and how you got into business and all that.
Well, I went to the University of Georgia, and a year after I graduated, I married Ronnie. Then we had 2 children. I became a stay-at-home mom. And when the kids grew up, left the house, Ron came up with this 108.
How long have you two been married?
41 years.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Yay.
How long ago did you invent TripleLite?
Actually, it was in 2012. I'm walking down the steps in our backyard, and I have a traditional flashlight like this. As I'm going down the steps, something to the left caught my eye, and I just did that to see what it was. Well, when I did, the steps became dark and I almost tripped, and I waved it back. And I thought, why should I have to wave a flashlight back and forth? Why can't I just turn on the flashlight and not see straight ahead, but left and right? And thus the idea of the TripleLite 180-degree flashlight.
And were you an inventor in any
Actually,
way?
I'm a golf professional.
Golf?
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Are you
I've been a
serious?
golf professional since 1976.
So I knew I had to be the one to get it going, because he was selling golf putters to make a living for us. But I had no business experience whatsoever. So I had to start from scratch, and I learned everything I could about business, marketing, and sales.
What have you sold?
Our lifetime sales is right at $5 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you, Nancy.
And that technically, he did come up with it in 2012, but it took him 2 years to get the patents and, get it started, get the prototypes. We launched in 2014, but I want to say we really didn't launch until 2020. We've done over $4 million in 4 years.
What did you last year?
Last year, we did
Wow.
$1,077,000.
And what will you do this year?
We're projected to do $1.5 million this year.
Wait, there's a disconnect here. So you came up with it in 2012. You got the patent in 2014, but you don't have sales till 2020. What happened?
So we actually launched in the fall of 2014, and we sold over $100,000 worth of flashlights. In 2015, the sales jumped to $310,000.
And then in 2016, in the first quarter, everything changed. We brought on an investor. We brought him on for capital and what we thought mentorship. Then in 2018, January, they sued us for control of our company. Sorry.
What?
So we fought back, and in just a very few months, actually August of 2018, they were removed from our company, and Nancy and I got our company back 100%.
Wow.
Yay.
Nancy, there's something very special about being able to stand up to
To
bullies.
get your company back.
Well, you know
yeah.
what? I have to tell you, at the time, we trusted people, and that was our mistake.
I've had it happen to me too. It happened.
You know
I have
what?
too.
It's extremely sad. There's a lot of people out there that are wolves.
Tell me, what is your cost? What is your wholesale? What is your retail?
Well, for the flashlights there in front of you, the TL800, that one landed at $6.50, wholesales for $15, retails for $29.95.
Okay, so you did $1 million last year.
Right.
You think you'll do 1.5.
Right.
What will your profits be on that?
$318,000
Is that
before
before or after paying yourself?
before. Well, we
Well,
really
we don't pay ourselves.
Okay, so why haven't you gone or been approached by other flashlight companies to get this technology? Like, I look at this and I
Great
say,
question, Robert.
Utilizing your patent.
why is every flashlight in the world not
We
this?
we were approached by a couple of the big boys. They wanted to pay us a very small royalty. We have 5 utility patents
Wow.
and a design patent in
But to me,
27
this is
countries
so-
around the world.
This is so
27
self-evident.
countries?
Yes,
Every flashlight should be this.
that's correct.
Look, I kind of get the whole story.
I see the product innovation. I understand because you're freaked out about control. You've lived through that horrible slime ball, whoever he was, that screwed you out of your company. I don't want control. Okay. I want you to make every decision after I show it to you. I would like to make you an offer that says, look, I'll give you the $400,000. I want 49%.
Oh, hell no.
Excuse me. Do you want to hear the offer?
No.
And then you march with me into every single retailer in America.
Haven't they suffered enough?
Excuse me. In Shark Tank, after 15 years, I deal with everybody, okay?
Sure.
I'm going to introduce you to distributors of the 3 major retailers, and we may have to adjust pricing. And you say yes, no, yes, no,
You're
yes,
giving
no.
them a valuation from less than 1 times their sales.
So you're doing a decent amount of money.
Hey, Lori said it's a lot of wolves out there. I want to know the difference between a wolf and a shark. It all kind of seems like it's the same thing to me. But again, kudos to these guys. Just kind of writing some notes. $5 million lifetimes is great. Lifetime sales. And, unfortunately, it seems like they had a rough period, 2016 to 2018, where, again, the contractual language is so important with this. And I kind of talked to one of my best friends who's an M&A attorney, mergers and acquisitions attorney, M&A attorney. He talks about it all the time as far as the language in a contract, especially when you're taking on investors and things like that, is extremely important because based on how that language is constructed, that can open up a loophole for somebody to come take the company if it's not performing based on what the contract says. So I'm glad that they were able to get the company back because that would have been terrible to have. Because I would imagine when somebody tried to take the company, the big part of the company is the IP. And again, it seems like they have 5 utility patents and 1 design patent. So this stuff was extremely important to those guys, and they could have took that and would have go license it out, the IP to a big flashlight company or whatever the case may be, as kind of Robert and what I was talking about. So it seems like this couple, and I love this story because they have a lot of good, cool things going for them. Number one, they were able to win that kind of lawsuit to get 100% control of their company back from the sleazeballs who try to take it from them. And I'm just not a big fan of that. That's kind of took me to another place. But yeah, I'm just not a big fan of somebody trying to kind of take something that's kind of not theirs. I understand you investing in it and whatever the case may be, and to the extent that something is about to go underwater and you kind of taking it over from that standpoint, but just kind of trying to position yourself from a contractual standpoint to take over somebody else's company who's worked hard and kind of put all their blood, sweat, and tears into it. Again, I just think unfortunately, sleazeballs out there, and that it just is what it is. But definitely make sure your paperwork is right for that. So again, and then one of the things that they talked about, she was a stay-at-home mom, and he was a golf professional. So they had no experience, it seems like, not only in business, but also they had no experience in inventing. But they saw a problem, and a lot of these products that you're going to see starts with somebody identifying a problem in a lot of times in their life and kind of coming up with a product for it. So it seems like the gentleman did that. Well, Ron, he did that where he was kind of going down the steps and saw something and looked over and kind of couldn't see in front of him. So he's like, hold on, it has to be a better way. So he came out with this flashlight that has a 180-degree perimeter, which is great. And again, there you go. But he was even still doing his thing out, kind of selling golf putters or whatever the case may be. And the wife, who again was a stay-at-home mom, came in, had to learn all this stuff. And next thing you know, they got a company that's done $5 million, $1.5 million. I think projected as of 2024 that they're going to make $300-400 grand off of, and it still has potential to grow with a lot of different possibilities. Whether it's, hey, we're going to go license it out to this manufacturer, this flashlight manufacturer, or we can sell the patents or whatever the case may be. It seems like they have patents all over the world, not only here in the U.S. Because again, just remember, a U.S. patent only protects you in the U.S., but to the extent that you're using it in China or India or a country in Europe, you need to also get patent protection in that particular country. So I think they said 27 countries. So these guys are doing their thing. These guys are the real deal. And these guys, you could tell just from having lived through some tough times, it kind of came on the underside. They're definitely battle tested. Now, with all that being said, I think Kevin's offer was crazy. These guys are typically offering the ask was $400,000 for 10%. Value of the company is $4 million. This guy offered a couple $400,000 for 49% of the company. Heck, he's pretty much saying, hey, this thing is worth what, $800,000, even though they're doing, or at least last year, $1.5 million projected. So that's goes back to my question that Lori said. Wolf, shark, is it the same or is it different? I'm not sure. You guys have to let me know in the comment section. Let's get back to it and see if anybody else is going to come in, and seems like they're going to get a deal. So hopefully that's the case. Let's go.
You've done 5 million in sales. You have 27 countries with patents. You have 5 utility patents. Are you happy doing what you're doing?
The answer to that is yes. But here's the thing, like this has
And I'll apologize for that. I typically try to kind of don't stop these things. I try to stop it once at the beginning, once in the middle, and then once at the end to kind of give you my commentary. But Lori, I'm gonna tell you, I've been doing this stuff for a long time. And again, I don't watch these episodes ahead of time because I try to give you my live and authentic reaction as opposed to something that's kind of recorded or scripted, whatever the case may be. She's asking that because we all know Lori is the queen of patents and making sure companies have patents. And she sees the value of it, and she's going to try to offer them. She probably doesn't even try to offer them for the business, but she definitely wants those patents. Are you happy? Are you happy in your marriage? Are you happy in business? Are you happy at your job? Well, if not, then you can just come on over here. So I think Lori's trying to kind of fill it out to offer them, number one, something, offer them money for the patents or for the business overall, which obviously includes the patents, which goes back to my point of this channel, the value of IP, particularly patents. So again, let's see if I'm right. Like I said, I do not watch this stuff ahead of time, but I just smell it in the air that's coming. Let's go. Let's see.
been my baby. And I want to stress that a little bit. So I didn't have any business experience whatsoever, but I learned and I grew, and I brought this. I've brought this to almost $5 million in sales.
But
In lifetime sales, so it's not like I had to work really hard to get it to this point, but we are at a point, I'll tell you, that I've gotten it, I think, as far as I can get it. And I think now I feel like I'm ready. We need somebody, we need a shark to help us get to the next level, because this can go global. This can be $100 million company a year, I'm telling you.
Listen, I think there's some magic in you guys. I will give you an offer non-negotiable for 25%.
Okay.
I will give you the $400,000, and we will partner with you to help you grow, because you should have a much bigger size.
Okay, great.
Wow, it's a good offer. Ron, Nancy, I think you guys have done a great job. Lots of challenges. I'm skeptical, not about
Okay.
you.
That's okay.
I just think the product is so good in all this time, no one's picked it up. I think
Ron
there's
and
more
Nancy,
to the story.
what do you want to do? Do you want to close the deal?
I'm
Let's
out.
Go for it.
Sit
Before
your
these
butt down.
banditos
Sit your
trying to
butt
come in,
down.
are you ready to
Well,
partner
she
with
said,
me?
I love you, and
I love you too.
absolutely am very
Put your hand right here.
Excuse me.
Little TiVo action. It seems like this is going good, man. It's better than reality TV.
Company TripleLite, but Mark and Lori may also be interested.
Are you ready to
well,
partner
she
with
said,
me?
I love you, and
I love you too.
absolutely am very
Put your hand right here.
Excuse me.
Don't let those banditos,
There's
Bonnie and
some
Clyde,
people
come
over
in.
trust
here
me, you are one of our
that are sharks. Hello.
Interesting.
Would you like to hear
Daniel,
something?
just let us.
We'll
I'm
do the
sorry.
same deal, 25%, but you get 2 of us.
Or one that's going to work extra hard and that's going to put 18 people.
Well, it's
What is
not like
going
we're
on?
going to be sitting on a couch eating
my
bonbons.
gosh.
Same deal as Daniel, but you get 2 for 1.
You do not necessarily want to have 2 sharks in a deal. There, a lot of things can
Well,
go wrong. There's
I
too
would
much
disagree
divide and
with that.
conquer. We will carry the way with you. I give you my word. You will be in very good hands.
Okay,
We will
so-
try to get you into the major stores like Home Depot. I have great relationships with all of them, as does Mark.
Okay.
But also to
As
try
do
to
I.
license it, because why not? You have all these patents. Why not also have a
Here's the
revenue
way I see
stream?
it, guys. 100% everything Lori said, right? And we've worked together on a lot of companies. But when I look at Nancy and I see how emotional you get, this is like being a parent where you did all you could to get them through high school and college. It's time for
Exactly.
them to go in there. And you want to be the proud parents that say, I started that, I got them through school, and now it's a $50 million company. That would be our goal.
Guys, it's your moment. What do you want to do? You got 3 offers.
Okay, so, oh my gosh. Would either of you take 20%? Anybody? 20?
You know, honestly,
20%?
we're worth 25
Ooh.
because we're gonna
I
let
know.
you relax a little, but
I
stay
do wanna
in a
relax.
little. I can tell.
Ron and
I know
Nancy,
what
I'll
it's
take
like.
it. I'll do it for 20% if you say yes now.
Look, if you want 2 sharks, I'm happy to go in with Daniel. I'll do the 20% with Daniel for 400,000.
Oh my gosh. Daniel, thank you so much for your offer. We love you, and you were one of our top picks. But Lori and Mark, you have a deal.
It is nice to be wanted. It is very nice to be wanted. It seems like Mark Robert ended up jumping back in. So they literally had offers from all 5 sharks. Hey, man. Y'all tell me this IP stuff is not valuable. This is why I do this stuff, to show you the value of it and break it down from another perspective. Because again, when you're watching this, you're not thinking about the IP of it. You're thinking about the product. Oh, that's a cool product. Oh, that's cool. You're not thinking about the story, peeling it back. Peel back the layers. And I'm going to bring you the story. Hey, just like they're walking down the steps and, okay, this is a problem. You have problems that you encounter day in and day out. And all is about identifying which problem do you want to kind of try to solve and tackle that has, again, that's simple, that's effective, and has a big enough market that's worth tackling. Bring a product to market, get the IP on it, trademark, patents, copyrights, trade secrets to the extent that that stuff applies. Next thing you know, with social media, direct to consumers, you can be selling millions of dollars worth of these things. And again, as to Lori's point, you have the IP. Now you can license it out. People are not going to license out your product or the ability to sell your product if you don't have anything that's protected. But to the extent that you have patents and other IP that's protected, now you can get licensing deals with companies and generate a different revenue stream. And you can even kind of craft these license agreements to the point where you can say, hey, I am going to sell here in the US, but I'm going to work with a licensor to sell, to be able to have that the access or the ability to sell this thing in Germany, which is, again, the largest market in Europe or in India or in one of these other countries. So again, this stuff can get extremely, you can kind of configure it the way you want to, where, okay, I'm selling it in the US, but I am giving licensing the ability for someone else to sell it in the country that you have that IP in, 27 countries. So you imagine there's other countries out there that they can license, they can give the rights to license this product out to somebody else. So now they have 2 different revenue streams. But again, you're not watching that, or you're not thinking about this as you're watching the show. But again, a part of these breakdowns is for me to be able to break this stuff down to you and tell you the different options that you have with having an IP and the importance of IP and just the importance of you knowing it's a problem. We all have problems that we're trying to solve on a day, or that we are encountering on a daily basis. People such as this couple, they take that initial step to actually but actually solve the problem, protect the IP, and then sell it. And I think more people should do that. Kind of that's my rant for 2025, or at least so far in 2025. Let's go to their website, see what they have, and then we'll close it up. But again, that's some good stuff. So TripleLite, I love the fact that they have TripleLite. They have the R in the circle that lets me know that is a registered trademark. Typically, so the world's most innovative flashlight. I love the word innovative. Okay, here you go. TripleLite has patented 180-degree lighting. So I love the fact that you're talking about its patents on there. You're putting people on notice that you have patents on it. One of the things that I also would like to, even though you have it up here, I will put the patent number at the bottom. I'm not seeing it here, but to the extent that you have a patent number, or if it was patent pending, I will put the patent number. Oh, no, they said they have 5 utility patents and a design patent. I will put all 6 of them down here, or you can have a patents hyperlink so that when somebody clicks, it goes to the patents to put people on notice on, hey, we have patents on this thing. So kudos to the couple. It seems like they are kind of doing extremely well. Seems like they wanted that deal with Mark and Lori, and I think they got 2 good partners. Again, because Robert and the other gentleman, they had actually a better deal for them on paper. We all know that Mr. Wonderful deal was really kind of loco, cuckoo. But again, 25%, 400,000. Mark and Lori, I agree with them. I think the flashlight market is something that can be a 7 or 8-figure market, maybe potentially 9 figures if done right. I think it's a lot of potentials for revenue streams, particularly because they have the IP protected. But let me know your guys' thoughts. To the extent that you have purchased one of these products and used it, one of these flashlights, let me know your your thoughts on it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What are some of the things that you like, especially comparing it to a regular flashlight? It looks like they have something on their hand. I have to reach out to them and see if I can get them on the show. And again, anybody can do this. She was a stay-at-home mom. He was selling golf putters. So it's not like you have to be a rocket scientist, engineer, or someone with this technical background. All you have to do is a will to succeed and the ability to be adaptable and kind of get over the challenges, because challenges are going to come, unfortunately. But again, I'm shout out to these couple for doing it. And it seems like she got it to the point where it's like, okay, I need some help, which is cool too. But even with her getting to the point of, hey, I need some help, she was able to do $5 million in sales. So kudos to them. Until next time, let me know your guys' comment. Please go subscribe and like this video for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.